Into the 125s. Let's take a look from above. That's Travis Pastrana on the left and Lamson on the right. Pastrana getting the bead on Lamson. Look from the outside. Pro Circuit's Nathan Ramsey gets the whole shot. A great start for Ramsey. And some tie-ups there in the first turn. Justin Bucklew was one of them, and Kelly Smith, last week's winner, is down in the first turn. What a bad break for that historic rider.
Bucklew was pinned under both of those bikes. You see Kelly Smith kind of trotting back over. Not in a real big hurry. He's shaken up slightly, but what an advantage for Ramsey out front right now to be first around the corner and up the big hill.
Fonseca right behind him. Yamaha of Troy, and then it's Pastrana on the Team Suzuki. Bolden is right there. Wally Silva is also in the top 5 with Lamson and Rincata slower starts.
Big advantage to get great starts here at Southwick, especially with a little bit of rain they've had. The sand is wet, so by the end of the first lap with a mid-pack start or worse, you've already gone through most of your tear-offs.
Both these 1-2 riders are trying to make a lasting impression here during the motocross season. Number 24, Nathan Ramsey, and 28, Ernesto Fonseca, both winning the 125 region titles a year ago, but having difficult seasons this season in Supercross. Nathan Ramsey, of course, injury-plagued, and Fonseca, well, having a lot tougher competition in the division this year.
And Fonseca's really had the trouble hitting the stride in the outdoor nationals as well. Even last year, he struggled quite a bit. Look at him over the big double there, the first lap. I'm anxious to see if Fonseca can pick it up here. I know he doesn't want to just be a Supercross rider. He wants to do well outdoors as well. This is the kind of start he needs.
Fonseca getting better starts now. Of course, he was used to the shorter tracks in Costa Rica in preparation during his amateur career. Came to America just to race a few of the amateur races. But right now, he's placed behind Nathan Ramsey in second place with Travis Pastrana and Talon Bolden. The Chevy Trucks AMA Motocross Series is brought to you by Chevrolet Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. And by Honda, the company that defines performance on 2 wheels. Performance first. And by Suzuki, makers of innovative motorcycles and ATVs. A great start to our first moto here at Southwick as Nathan Ramsey in round number 4 is the leader here with the 125s with Fonseca in second, and here comes Talon Bolden, and he just nips the rear end of Travis Pastrana there.
That was close. Looked like Talon was just about ready to high side off the back wheel of Travis. Travis looked over at him like, didn't know he was that close maybe. Starting to get, these guys are in 3rd and 4th and 5th positions. You can see how covered they are with sand. You can imagine that's what their goggles look like as well, so vision is tough.
Yeah, and you've ever been sandblasted? Boy, I'll tell you, you'll get it here.
Bolden trying to make some time back up now on Travis. He got close. This is how he did it. It looked like he squared the corner coming out, and their lines came together in the air. Travis was already looking at him. Look how close they came.
Boy, that could have ended up in a bad one.
Good save. Travis looks back at him again. You ever notice Travis? He can still do what he's doing and look around. I mean, if I turn around and look, the bike goes that way.
Ramsey Fonseca still 1-2 with Travis Pastrana in 3rd, Talon Bolden in 4th.
Wide open through that corner. That used to be a little bit more of a jig jog full of berms, and you had to think a little bit more. Now these guys just pin it through there.
There's Pastrana moving into second place. Pastrana on Fonseca. Let's see what Bolden tries to do on number 28 now.
I think Bolden realizes that Travis has got the pace and the lines, the places to pass. He's got to make his move and follow him through the pack.
Boy, look at the rebound of the bikes, and Bolden, he lands on his feet.
I don't even know what to say there. I've never seen anything quite like that. He tried to get real aggressive and make his pass and just got completely kicked sideways.
There's Schnell going by. Number 29, Casey Johnson. Another look, David.
Well, watch him come down. He gets to the inside of Roncada right here. He's got the brake locked up. The front end just comes to a stop. It looked like his rear wheel rode up the rear wheel of Fonseca, and he lands on the feet. That's the coolest crash I've ever seen.
Saw one in Bercy where Ryan Hughes did a tumbling act and landed on his feet in a whoop section, but there's a bit of gymnastic artistry there to Bolden, that's for sure. Travis Pastrana in second now. Looks like he's got a bead on Ramsey, David.
He does look like he's got the pace. Now he doesn't have anybody behind him bothering him. Bolin was there for a little while, but now he can just focus on the leader, try to study where he might be able to make his pass, stay out of that roost, not worry about pressure from behind for a couple of laps.
Travis Pastrana did have a hand cast on to protect the injured ligaments, but the doctors said from 4 to 6 weeks it should be healed, and at midnight last night it was 4 weeks, and he says, I've had it. I can't hold on to the handlebar. I'm going to take it off. He's a tough kid. Uh-oh, more problems now for Fonseca. Fonseca going down while he was in third. Let's check in with Davey, who's with our leader's mechanic.
John, it looks like you and Nathan been working on those starts. Another hole shot for the number 24.
Yeah, you know, we've been focusing real hard on starts for the last couple years. That's been Nathan's weak point for a long time. I think it's turned into his strong point. I hope we can just stay out front and lead this race and just keep getting hole shots and keep leading races and drag ourselves up to speed outdoors.
Nathan Ramsey, number 24.
He's going to get pushed to his max right now because Travis looks to me like he's got a lot more speed. He just seems to be riding around the track like he's still checking it out, like it's practice. I think he's able to go quite a bit faster, and he's just kind of biding his time right now, waiting for a good place to make a clean pass. Starting to get rougher now. You can see getting into these berms, got big whoops, some braking bumps starting to develop.
And sand flying everywhere. We'll be right back as Steve Lamson and Stefan Roncada, they were 6th and 7th. They moved up to 3rd and 4th. At Southwick, Massachusetts, the 125 first Moto, Travis Pastrana, is really putting the heat on number 24, Nathan Ramsey. Pastrana to the inside. They go bar to bar. Look at the speed they're generating in this sandy soil. Nathan Ramsey holding on for the time being as they come over the jump. Pastrana just looking for opportunity right now as they head into the trees.
He's being smart. He's trying to stay as close as he can. Look at, he's almost running into the back tire of Ramsey everywhere he can to stay close enough so that if there's any kind of a mistake or when he gets to a place on the racetrack where he feels he's faster, he'll be close enough to make a pass.
Gnarly looking section right there. Nathan Ramsey still holds on to the lead. Lamson still in 3rd, Roncada in 4th, and Brock Sellards has moved up to 5th now.
Ramsey putting in a great ride here. The start helps. You know, we already heard Sellards talk about, well, he's got the speed, but if he can't get a start and get out there away from all the traffic in mid-pack, it's hard to really show your speed. Look at Travis, different line there, just trying to keep Nathan guessing.
Travis Pastrana in 2nd place. You just got the feeling that any time now he's going to take the opportunity to move into the lead. Of course, he won his first professional moto at Mount Morris last week. Would he love his first overall here at Southwick?
They have really pulled away from 3rd now, Art. You can't even see 3rd in the picture. These guys have, Ramsey has set a fast pace, and Travis has been able to match it, maybe raise him one. And so far, Ramsey hasn't made a mistake. This is the section where it used to be the finish line, wide open across the top. Big, long left-hand sweeper full of bumps.
Pastrana going wide. Now cuts to the inside. Pastrana, nice clean move. Moves into the lead now. He's got the angle on this turn. And Travis Pastrana is our new leader.
That was close coming out of that corner. Ramsey came out of the inside and got close. Watch this pass, though. I think Travis caught Nathan completely by surprise right here. Nathan's in the best line, it appears to be, in the berm, and Travis squeezes right by on the inside where there's no bumps. Right on that off camber, makes the pass.
Sits back and heads up the hill in 1st place.
Little swap there by Nathan coming up the big uphill, lose a little time. He's got to try to stay with Travis and figure out where he's able to make up all that time.
Lee McCullum has the pleasure of being Travis Pastrana's wrencher. Let's go down to the pits.
Lee, Travis just made quite a good pass. What's the plan now?
The plan is to stay smart, stay on 2 wheels, and be smooth and just flow around the track. His lap times are good. He's looking good. Just needs to keep flowing around the track.
You worried all about his fitness on a track like Southwick?
Now, his fitness is good for every track. There's no problem with that.
While Pastrana's our leader, is a battle going on for 3rd right now. And you see Brock Sellers, number 18, trying to advance on Ron Cotta and Steve Lamson.
You would think Sellers, after his second place last year to Carmichael, with Carmichael moving up to the 250s, Sellers would be the favorite. Didn't get a great start, but a little bit better than he's been getting. At least he kept it on 2 wheels, and now he's got to look here at Lamson and Ron Cotta. These guys have been on the move, so Sellers' pace is fine.
Ron Cotta has been content to follow Lamson up through the crowd, but right now it looks like he's making his move. Ron Cotta takes 3rd place. Lamson looks back at Sellers. Lamson won this race in 95 and 96, and Sellers moves in front of Lamson. So all of a sudden, our points leader coming into the race goes from 3rd to 5th.
Well, there's a couple of things I'm noticing here. One is Sellers is on the move. He's just plowing through everything with a lot of momentum, and Lamson keeps looking back. So, whoa. A little bit out of shape right there by Ron Cotta, but he recovers nice. Lamson is losing even more time, so I'm wondering if something's wrong with the bike, maybe.
Incredible recovery from Ron Cotta on that last move.
Well, watch what happens. He comes down the hill, and he just turns the wheel a little bit too tight, stuffs it into the sand, but watch what these guys do. They never take their finger off the clutch. Right there, he's got it. He's able to make a great recovery. He didn't even lose any time.
So Ron Cotta now moving up to 3rd behind Nathan Ramsey. And he's starting to put some heat on Ramsey as Brock Sellers is right with him.
Sellers has ridden a fine race. Ron Cotta as well. These guys have been patient, worked their way up.
The Suzuki stopwatch to check out the intervals.
Wow, what a lead by Pastrana. This will be 2 Moto wins in a row if he can keep it up on 2 wheels. It would have been 3 if that weird spark plug deal hadn't happened in the first Moto at Mount Morris. These guys are almost 20 seconds down.
That's about the biggest lead we've experienced so far this year.
Yeah,
David.
it's a blowout right now. Look at Ron Cotta just cruising down the inside right there. People having to back out of his way, trying to find some smooth sand.
Let's check in back with the pits now and Davey Combs.
Todd, after a few bad motos in a row for Brock, it looks like he's finally got back on the pace here in the first moto.
Yeah, it seems that he's finally getting into the rhythm. I mean, he should be running up front. We've had some bad luck last couple of races, so he's got a lot to prove. He's definitely a contender, so hopefully luck will come our way and he can end up on the podium this weekend.
Todd hit the nail on the head. Luck has been a big part, or bad luck has been a big part of Brock Sellers' season so far.
Now look at Nathan Ramsey. He's got company all of a sudden. It's going to be hard for him to adjust his pace.
And there's Ron Cotta moving in front of Ramsey, and here comes Sellers right behind him. Look out, Nathan. Sellers, what a quick cut to the inside.
That was beautiful. He just threw it into that berm at the inside, at the top of the hill there, right in front of his mechanic. If you're going to do a cool move, you want to do it right in front of your mechanic. You know, he's working hard on that week, on the bike all week. He wants to see you do something good.
There's Sellers coming down to that tight turn out of the trees. Picking the outside, still holding off Ramsey. Travis Pastrana, though, is way out in front. Stefan Ron Cotta. 5 opening moto. Steve Lamson moves up another notch, passing Nathan Ramsey.
What a pass all the way around the inside pin and just forces Ramsey all the way wide. So Lamson's experience here at Southwick pays off, and Ramsey may have used a little bit too much energy in the early part of the race trying to hold off this guy.
Travis Pastrana on the final lap. All ready to make it 2 consecutive moto wins as he goes by his very happy mechanic, Lee McCullum. Standing high in the saddle, David.
He's looking around for friends and family members and people standing around the edge of the racetrack. When he wins, he seems to have so much fun doing it his whole last couple of laps.
He could fall down twice and still win this moto. He has such a tremendous lead, waving to the fans.
Well, the more he waves to them, the more they scream for him. It just snowballs. There's his mom.
Debbie Pastrana. Big smile on her face as her son comes around for the final time here in the opening moto. And the crowd's really getting with it. Tries a little wheelie there. Not easy in the sand soil. The checkered flag, but the heel clicker comes out. Travis Pastrana has taken his 2nd consecutive moto. Look out, he is hot. We've already got a tight points race. He's just making it tighter. Pastrana, Stefan Roncada moves ahead of Lamson in the points now as we look toward Moto number 2. Brock Sellards, his finest finish of the year, in 3rd. Lammy came up to 4th. Nathan Ramsey slipped to 5th, and the local Wally Silva did well, the highest private